Hello again to my channel, and today we will uncover some prophecies, and we'll talk about something that you don't know um, about the pregnancy. Okay, so um, I made a video. This video, the two witnesses prophecy unveiled for you, and I showed to you that um, the two witnesses are the two fallopian and ovarian organs in the female reproductive system. If you don't understand, please watch my video. So now, what we don't know about what is happening there, because it's talking about the continuing providing of oil and the two witnesses or testimonies. Okay, they provide with oil, nourishing, so to speak, the candlestick. I find for you this video. It's a nice video because it's with images. So how it started and how it goes. If I don't manage to explain everything in this video, I will make another part in order to you that you can understand. So what we are seeing here is in our brain, and here back is the pituitary gland, and what you are seeing now is hypothalamus, a hormonal organ. So I want you to notice how this is the fig. It's a fig fruit. Okay, so the pituitary gland will talk to the fig hypothalamus, and usually it's sending gonadotropin, as I explained in my first video. And when an egg is released and fertilized, before the egg is fertilized, there exists a preparation. So in order to do this preparation, now the pituitary gland will talk with the fig, and the fig will send hormones that will become estradiol and like estrogen and progesterone. Okay. Now progesterone is seen as a white substance like milk, and instead the estradiol it's seen like a oily substance. So the appearance will be between oil and honey. Okay, so if you want to simplify this, we'll command the pituitary gland will command to the fig to give milk and honey. Okay, this will be transported to the ovaries, and will nourish the egg. The egg is inside this cloth. Okay, and the egg is this pearl inside. Okay, now when the egg will be released, what they don't tell to you, and I showed to you in my video, so the egg is being released, the pearl. Now the strange thing that happened after is, yes, the egg will go onto the fallopian tubes and will end in the uterus, but the cloth that in which the egg was formed, it's not going anywhere. It's remaining into the ovaries, or so into the olives. Okay. The interesting fact is that if the egg or the pearl is fertilized, this cloth uh, will will never die until the 9 month. So this cloth will communicate to the uterus that it is called corpus luteum, and will stay there in the ovary, okay, communicating, producing the two specific hormones to keep the pregnancy, okay, until the 9 month. So this is the oil, you know, that is providing it's provided by the testimonies of the witness, okay, continuously to the new see, it remains in there. The egg will go into the fallopian tubes, will travel, will be fertilized. Meanwhile, the cloth that remain in the ovary sorry, will stay there like corpus luteum, and will order to produce continuously milk and honey, okay, estrogen and progesterone, and this will be seen in the uterus as the rain, okay, because the egg was fertilized, it will rain, okay. I will put play, shut the sound and put play and show to you how graphic this is showed here, like the rain. You see, estrogen, it's raining, and obviously there is the ovulation, and if the egg is fertilized, will rain progesterone, okay. Now if the egg is not fertilized, this will transform in the menstrual cycle in blood and will be eliminated, okay. Now so it's important to understand that if the egg is fertilized and corpus luteum is not disappearing, the corpus luteum is disappearing when the egg have the confirmation that the egg was not fertilized and was eliminated, then will shed himself and die. If the egg is fertilized, the corpus luteum, that corpus, that cloth, okay, that cloth that surrounded the egg and nourished the egg, will stay there and order all the time of all the 9 months, okay, to rain milk and honey on inside the uterus to maintain and nourish, you know, the future baby. So I'm already at 9 minutes. So I bet you didn't know that. So anyway, so now we will pass on the reproductive embryology. So this is fetus at 6 weeks of pregnancy. Is very little. These are the two legs that are starting to grow. So this is the anatomy of the reproductive system in the embryology when it is still in the womb and is still a baby. So these two brownish things are the kidneys, and there is no uterus, nothing. There is only the vesicle, you know, the where pee will go, you know, and The complete anatomy is like that, and I will show you how we'll transform later, because after the 6 weeks of in the age of the fetus, you will be transformed in male or female. Okay, so just bear with me a second, and we'll find okay, so these are the gonads. These will be either the ovaries or either the testes, you know. So here we have now the important part that is missing here is that these tubes, okay, does not disintegrate in any case, neither in the case of a girl or neither in the case of a boy. They will be still there, but not disintegrated. Okay, so I want to see if okay, so this is the process when this will change. Now if these things will go down, you know, descend, will become the testes, and this is the bladder, I believe it's called, and that's it. If this will be a female, these two pink tubes will unite here and will become the uterus with those things, and these gonads will become ovaries. They will descend equally, but not as much as in the case of a male. So like that. So this is the female, okay, and this is the male. Yet in the female case, there are the tubes that will communicate. Okay, it's missing here, are missing here. There are the tubes that will communicate still with the uterus. Okay, they are not disintegrating. Okay, so there is the other prophecy, and the other prophecy is talking about when Christ will come, will divide the goats and the sheep, and so on. So this is the female reproductive system, and as you see, the fallopian tubes, how they are curl a bit and go toward the gonads that now are ovaries. Okay, so now we'll see that females are the ram head. Okay, this is a ram head, and is the compared image of a female reproductive system. These are the ovaries, and these are the fallopian tubes, okay, and this is the uterus. Instead, a goat male head that will be divided. Okay, so goat is what's kind of hard to find it, the image, and here. So these are goats. So see how long the horns and down with these little ears like that. So the ears and the horns, and so the males are goats and the females are the ram. So that it will be done when will be the dividing of the sheep and goats. So I have only a few seconds. I will make another video and to explain this further. So till my next video, bye bye.